Hey there, this is Luis Moreno with Simply Health Insurance Agency. What is the latest with health insurance and this new government shutdown? This weekend, three articles. One of them, will uninsureds lose? Second one, government shutdown has 4 million Texans caught in the middle about health insurance. As a small business owner, I know the cost of losing ACA subsidies. A little hard to see there. But these three articles, last couple of days, have come up, and we are a couple of weeks from open enrollment for ACA. So I want to give you all some updates so that you can kind of prepare on what's going to be happening when you guys get the rates for 2026, and it's going to be shocking. Before I do that, do me a favor, please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm putting as much news out there for you all so that you can be prepared when you run your quotes or when you shop for your insurance in 2026. All right, so what's going on? Guys, I'm going to share. First thing I'm going to share is the news articles that are out there. So let's go take a look at some of these articles. So the first one that I'm going to share with you is this one. Okay, as a small business owner, I know the cost of losing ACA subsidies. And I'll put the links for these down below. But one of the things you have to realize, guys, is as a small business owner, and I am a small business owner, I'm an insurance agent, but I'm also a small business owner. A lot of us don't have access to group insurance. That means employer funded insurance. As a business owner, if you provide group insurance as the owner, not only do we have to pay for ourselves as the owner, but we're also responsible for paying a portion, at least 50% of our employees. Sometimes it's not in the budget. So a lot of business owners go to the health insurance exchange, the ACA marketplace, and get insurance. Well, now if we're not truly losing ACA subsidies, but we're not getting the enhanced subsidies anymore. We are just getting standard subsidies. What we're going to be seeing is increased premiums for everybody. And these increases are a little shocking. And I have a calculator here that I'm going to share with you guys that will explain that. So this is one article that I was reading that came out on October the 5th. Okay, here is another article. Why 4 million Texans are caught in the middle of this government shutdown. And as I was reading this article, what we're seeing is, or the reason, and I'm not very political, I don't know a lot about what's going on, but I do know that the Democrats are holding the line on requesting, among other things that I don't really care about, but requesting that enhanced subsidies be extended. And on the Republican side, they're saying, no, we're going to just keep the standard subsidies. And that's where we're at now. And that's, I'm assuming, one of the many reasons why the government has shut down. So we'll see what happens there. Here is another article that I'll share with you. Millions of Americans like me, could lose health insurance without federal subsidies. So what we're seeing also is without the enhanced subsidies, what's going to happen is when you get to a certain income level, with the enhanced subsidies, you would get some assistance to help pay your premium. Well, at a certain income level, that you will get no help at all. So, let's get to even more shocking news. Let's get into this calculator. And so what I want to share with you here is I kind of ran an example here. I ran an example of somebody here in Bexar County in Texas making $45,000 a year, one person. They don't have insurance at work. And so just very, very simple, just to give you an idea. At this income level, this person, in fact, I apologize, I was sharing the wrong screen here. Okay, let's start again. So starting with somebody here in Texas, here's the zip code that I'm putting in their expected income for next year. Okay, they don't have insurance at work. Just one person, 35-year-old non-smoker. Okay. In 2025, with the enhanced subsidies, this person would pay $206 for their plan. In 2026, without the enhanced subsidies, it goes up to $359. Okay, well, but they're going to have the option to go to downgrade from a silver plan to a bronze plan, and that downgrade won't be as high as it was last year. Now, if they had a bronze plan in 2025, well, that bronze plan is going to increase to $219. So kind of expensive. Let's get into maybe somebody who's making $35,000, and let's see what this looks like. Well, at $35,000, an $86 plan would turn into $218 plan. A $0 bronze plan would look like $77. So, people are going to pay more next year. Now, let's go and make an assumption of maybe $50,000, and let's see what that's going to look like. Okay, at $50,000, instead of paying $270, it would go up to $450. Okay, well, I think universally, so you should know, is rates are going to go up. So what do you as insureds need to do to prepare yourselves with? Number one is, the first thing that I would do is you need to estimate your income more accurately than you have ever estimated before. You don't want to be off. Okay, number one, with a lot of the new changes that we have now, if you are off on your income and you owe some of those subsidies back, you're going to have to pay them entirely. Okay, so make sure that you're doing the best that you can to estimate your 2026 income. And if you're self-employed like I am and you don't really know where you're going to be, when you notice that there's going to be a big change, you want to report that so that the numbers get adjusted accurately so that you don't get a tax bill at the end of the year. Okay, that's number one. Number two, guys, you're going to have to shop around. Okay, staying with the same carrier may not be the option, the best option. You're going to have to entertain other insurance carriers, and just picking a carrier based on price is not the smartest idea. Every carrier has a network, and every carrier has a list of medications that they cover. You want to make sure that your doctors are in the network, and you want to make sure that your medications are covered in the list of medications, which is called a formulary. Want to make sure that you're doing that. Okay. And then the third thing that you're going to have to do, and it's not the final thing, but the third thing you're going to do is you're going to try to find out if you're in the silver plan, you just may, because of finances, you may have to entertain the other metal levels. Like maybe if you're in the silver, you may have to go to a bronze or maybe a gold. And there's no set correct way to do it. You're just going to have to look at both of them and see which one makes more sense for you. Now, if you decide to ultimately say, there's just no way I can afford an ACA plan anymore, I will tell you this, there are no other options for you if you are unhealthy. If you have some pre-existing conditions, there's nowhere for you to go. You're going to have to stay with an ACA plan, so try to make that work. Now, if you're healthy, this opens the door to other options for you. The other options are plans like short-term medical plans. Now, some carriers offer a 4-month plan, and then you're done with that carrier. You have to go find something else. We have some carriers that will do 3 of those plans back to back. So a 4-month, a 4-month, and a 4-month. And then this morning, I found another carrier that will do 3 1-year plans, but they don't cover pre-existing conditions. So you got to make sure that if you're going to consider a short-term medical plan, that you don't have any pre-existing conditions. Otherwise, it does you no good. Okay, trust me, they are going to look. They don't look at the beginning, but they will look when you file a claim. And if there's some record of you having that pre-existing condition, they're not going to cover it, guys. All right. So what can you do? Well, number one, I'm here to offer our services. Simply Health Insurance Agency. We have been in business since 1999. That's how long I've been licensed. I have a family-owned agency here in San Antonio, and we serve all of Texas. Now, if you're outside of Texas, we can still help you. We'll just refer you to an agent that's part of our group. But if you're in Texas, we can help you. We are bilingual, hablamos español. I'd be glad to help you if you speak Spanish. But if you're needing some help with your options for 2026, down below, and what you're seeing here at the bottom, you see my email and my phone number. Give me a call. We'd be glad to look at your current plan, look at some options for your future plan, check all the doctors, check all the medications, and find you a plan that is going to work for you. Not only that, but we can also look at the short-term plans. We've got some other options for you. We can help you with dental and vision. We can help you with life insurance. We can help you with auto insurance and home insurance. We are a full service agency in San Antonio. Again, give me a call. I'll be glad to help you out. Open enrollment. Here are some key dates for you. Open enrollment starts November the 1st. Now, a lot of rules have changed, guys, and you pretty much cannot enroll outside of the open enrollment unless you have a life change where you've lost your current insurance. So the only time that you're going to be able to get into a plan is during the open enrollment period, which starts November the 1st. And this year, it's going to end January the 15th. So 2.5 months. Next year, it's going to get shorter. It's only going to be a month and a half. But for right now, we have a 2.5 month window to get you enrolled for 2026. If you want a plan that's going to start January the 1st, you got to get a hold of us before December the 15th. Guys, we'd love to help. There's a lot of changes. This is what we do. We would be glad to help you out. And don't forget, hablamos español. We'd be glad to help you in Spanish if you're a Spanish speaker. And guys, like I said, I have an agency here in San Antonio. We have an office with 14 employees. We don't work out of our home. We're not just here today and gone tomorrow. This is a family-owned, veteran-owned, minority-owned insurance agency here in San Antonio, and we would be glad to help you out. This is Luis Moreno with Simply Health Insurance Agency.